Everybody, it's Bruno on MB, where it all can't be serious. And I'm here with Brett Roissl and the fancy dancy headset.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
it's a gaming headset, but it works perfectly well for any sort of meetings.
You know what? Welcome to our show. And
Okay.
good looking shirt, good looking hair. You're a good looking young man. And I'll tell you something, we got some good looking information because our thumbnail says the psychology of money.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
as
So
and as my uncle would say, show me the money. Where's the
show me
money?
the money.
Show me the
What's
money.
is your uncle Italian?
No kidding.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it runs in the family then. You guys are good at gathering wealth,
Yeah, so we're going
you
to talk
know?
about the psychology of money. And Brett, you know a little bit. Where are you at? Where do you work? Where do you do?
Yeah, so I work at Desjardins. This is my 8th year working as a financial advisor. I was at 2 years at Investors Group prior to this, so about 10 years in the industry and
10
constantly.
years. You look
Oh
like you're
yeah.
19 years old.
I
You're
almost
a good
started when I was
looking.
19. I'm actually 31 and I started when I was in 21, so it has been a decade, which is crazy to think about. But you need to. My dad's been 42 years in the industry, so I guess it runs in the family.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Never regret getting into the biz.
No, I think the greatest thing about it is like you're building rapport with individuals and you get to build friendships over time. And there's something called residual income as well, which is really nice to have. So you
Mhm.
have people you like to work with and a residual income. I think it's a great business for a lot of people.
Okay, so let's get right
Mhm.
into it. The thumbnail says psychology of give me the money, show me the money.
Yeah.
So do you have a psychology of money? What do you got?
Every investor is different, right? So personal finance is personal. So for you, it might be totally different than somebody else. And all these gurus and everybody have all these things to tell you how to run your money, how to run your life. It's got to be customized to whatever your situation is. If you have a 3-year timeline, we only got to put the money away and do something for 3 years. If you got a 30-year timeline, we have a lot more risk can be involved, a lot more time to let things progress, and your psychology is going to change as well if you're looking at a 30-year timeline. So let me ask you this for a second. If your timeline is 20 years,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
yeah,
I'm asking the questions, but go
yeah,
ahead
yeah.
with your preview.
No, no, okay. Let's say you got 20 years to invest. What do you think the market's going to be like in 20 years from now? Do you think it's going to be up or down from this moment?
Whoa. I'm gonna have to say up.
Most likely 73% of the time, year over year, the market goes up. So
Mhm.
that's a pretty safe bet. But on a 1 year time horizon, that's only 73%. If you look at a 10 year, it's 95, and a 20-year, it's always been 100%. The market has been higher than it has been 20 years in the past. So really depends on what you want to do with your money and how long you have before you need it. So if it's yourself, you want to buy a boat in 5 years, you want to retire and sail off into the sunset, plan accordingly. You don't have to take these big risks, which I would call like a net zero decision. So you
Mhm.
can invest in something heavily debated right now, which is that Trump coin that skyrocketed and then crashed 70, 80% in a day. That's a pretty bad decision. And something, if you were on a short term time horizon, if you were a day trader, maybe you could have got in and got out. You could have made some money. But if you're looking at a 30-year risk, I wouldn't even touch it if you're looking at a long term horizon. So yeah, what about yourself? What's your kind of personal finance philosophy? You're getting relatively close to the retirement age. What are you thinking? How much longer you're going to be working for and
You
everything?
know what I got out of that
Yeah,
is you threw in a boat, right? And you're
yeah.
debating whether or not I actually wrote a song about a yacht.
Maybe it's fresh in my head.
It's fresh in your head. You
Mm,
had to tease me. So all I'm saying is if you're aiming for a yacht, write a song because a yacht's a lot of money, right? And
oh yeah.
it's a waste of money. It's you got to have a lot of money to waste on a yacht. And you have a friend that's used to sell yachts or something like that.
Yes, he was in the audit industry for sure, and it's a unique lifestyle per se.
A lot of show me the money there. My
Yeah.
philosophy is again being responsible. If it's your money, do whatever you want with it. But if you're
Hmm.
representing your family and everything, you better know your client. And I think that's the one thing to be very serious and a little critical of the market these days. Not the market, but maybe your industry is when I was growing up in 1904. And as you know, I went to grade 3 and 4 with Napoleon. That's how old I am. But he was a hell of a guy, then disappeared. I don't know where he went. But anyways, the reality is when we were growing up and we started doing RSPs or whatever, we didn't even have the money to do that. You had to sign this form, know your client, and it was almost like going to see the doctor. Now I
Mm.
don't see it. I know it's there. It's hidden in on the internet when you
Oh, yeah,
click
it's your
accept.
KYC. You click it and move on.
Yeah, you
But it
click.
depends.
I think
Yeah.
that's the biggest miss in the financial industry right now. That's the biggest because it's all fine and dandy when crypto's going up, but when it's going down and all this other stuff, listen, it's the law in Canada. And I think that's my philosophy is that if it's your money, day trade, do whatever you want, play. I think the market's now a little bit more like a casino. So just launch it, see what happens, and we're good to go. Here's one thing though for you, Brett, only because you asked me, I'm going to tell you is that right now, I think the biggest issue with the stock market is the numbers are so high. And back in the day, you had a 1% slip of the market. It was like making the news all over the place. 1% now is nothing. It just goes up and down and up and down, 1,000 points on the Dow and 2,000. I've never seen it like that before, which tells me the numbers are not correct or is being swayed by big institutional buyers that you couldn't do that before, right? So that's my 2 cents worth. But
Sure.
I don't have a yacht, but I have a song called I Got a Yacht. So if ever anybody wants to get it. So Brett, I got to tell you something. How,
Yeah.
in terms of the psychology of money, right? What is the number one thing, just the first number one thing that somebody needs to do other than what you said, like plan their retirement and say how many years I have? What is the next thing, the number one thing after you say the years of retirement?
I would say small, consistent returns will beat the best investment over time every time. You look at Warren
What's
Buffett.
a small rate of return? Is that like
Like
1%?
let's say 3 to 5%, 3 to 6%.
Okay.
That's fine. Like you can do that in a GIC, but that consistent base of not losing money, all these obviously compound over time. You look at, like I was gonna say, Warren Buffett. He's been investing since he's 11 years old. He's 90 something right now, and he's just made good, consistent bets. Got his dividends year over year, and he's made some mistakes for sure. But the majority of his stuff is just small wins that stack up over time, and the amount of compound is insane if you look at it from a long enough time horizon.
Okay, good.
Mm.
Okay, now you know what people want to do business with. I say this all the time in our show. People they get to know a little bit, and I got to know you a little bit, and I know you thought it was a little bit. I don't like to be referred to as weird. I prefer unique.
Oh, I
Uh,
love unique.
yeah,
Static, exciting.
it hurts a little less, right? And no, but ever since we met, it was a little while back, but not that long ago, and I was very impressed with you. And not that it matters what I think. You're just really solid young man, and congratulations on everything. And people want to
Appreciate
deal
that.
with
Thank you.
people that they know a little bit. They get to know, and so we have a little fun. So people get to know you. It's not all biz, right? So
Yeah,
we call it rapid fire. So let's get going. You ready to go? These are
let's
snappers.
do it. We'll try.
Okay.
We'll try. Let's go.
What's your favorite food?
Schnitzel, the Austrian delicacy.
You're Austrian, right?
Yes, Austrian citizen. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's the
Mm.
Breton.
Yes. A little bit
Uh,
different. Small
There
town
you
in
go.
Germany actually is called Breton. 200 people. It's very small.
And where are you from? Where are you from in sorry, where are you from originally?
I guess Toronto is where I was born, and then we moved to Calgary about 2 years ago. Mm.
Oh,
I've
nice.
grown up all over. I lived in Switzerland for a year when I was in high school, Australia afterwards, and then back here as well.
So you can ski?
I could, yeah, snowboard,
Good.
whatever.
Good
I hope
stuff.
you can as well. Can you?
Yeah, I'm struggling with my knee right now, but
Fair.
I'm no world champion, but we
Yeah.
won't lift it too much. But
No Sean
what's your
White
favorite restaurant?
in Calgary. I
No,
want
in
to say
general,
that.
anywhere.
I was gonna say the Nash right now. I really like the Nash. I think
Nice
it's
place.
got the best dessert I've ever had there, and
Hmm.
it was some sort of like toffee crumble chocolate. It was just amazing, amazing. And the Nash is definitely one of the best restaurants in Calgary.
What's your favorite film?
I want to say when I was growing up, it's always been Happy Gilmore.
Oh
And
my God,
then
you're
as
a
I got
Sandler guy.
older, oh yeah, it was such a good movie. I love golf. And then as I got older, I watched the Batman, the one with I think it was Bane, and I was like, what a emotional roller coaster of like happy, sad. It had everything. At that time, by far, it's still one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Okay, favorite Batman?
Oh no, it was the Bane one for sure.
Oh, no,
I
I'm talking
Yeah.
about the actor.
Oh God, yeah, Christian Bale, no doubt, no doubt.
No, Adam
Yeah.
West was the best one.
Oh my
19.
God, they still know his name. I thought he was what, 8
Gosh,
Batmans ago.
you know what? My kids met him. We met
Get
him
out of
once.
here.
It was the highlight of my older son's life for sure.
Was he
Uh,
as good in person as he is on screen? Was
oh,
he?
he's the same type of Adam West. He passed away though. Okay, favorite actor.
I was thinking Sandler, but obviously we used him in the past movies. It's funny because Layla said Jake Gyllenhaal, but he's coming to mind as well, maybe because of that thing. But yeah, I'll just go with Adam Sandler again, just for the classic
Okay.
one. Easy.
Favorite place that you visited?
To me, where you visit has nothing to do with the place, but everything to do with the people you are with at that place. So I've been all over the world. I've been at the Great Reef in Australia. I've climbed the Great Wall of China. top of Kilimanjaro, all over the world. To me, it's always been about the people and the relationships you make. So I've had a really good time. Was actually in Rome, Italy, with some of my best buddies on St. Patrick's Day.
In Rome.
But yeah, I know. Out of all the spots, it was that was just a great memory.
So did they go like this? What are you doing drinking green the beer? What's the matter?
I don't think they spoke to a lot. I find the English people. Don't worry. I find the English people.
Give me the green the beer. Okay. That's funny, actually. Let's just say that a place where you want to visit you've never been to.
Patagonia, Argentina, I believe it is. And then from there, I'm definitely going to go down, take a cruise to Antarctica as well.
Wow. Bring your long underwear.
You got to hit it. That's the only continent I'm missing. I got to complete the world tour.
Good for you. Yeah, that's really good. Person that's still alive that you'd like to meet. What would you like to ask him?
Obama comes to mind right away.
What are you going to ask him?
Man, there's a lot of questions.
If he's really American?
What's the best strategy to build instant rapport with somebody? Because I think he does a great job at that. He just connects with people very quickly. So that's what I would ask him.
Good. You're not going to ask him if he's a real American?
He grew Hawaii, I think, is where he's born. So I consider that America at the time.
Yeah, that's the whole Trump thing, right? Kept busting his chops. How about somebody that unfortunately has passed away that you would like to meet all time?
All time, eh? I know this is a crazy one, but I'm thinking Genghis Khan. Just because I know so much about him for how little like there is, or like pictures and everything of like today's reality. I would like to talk to him in person. I know he was like a ruthless conqueror, but like it just seemed like a very interesting guy to have a tea with.
Here's something. He sounds larger than life, right?
Yeah.
How tall do you think he was? I don't know the answer.
I have no clue.
We should look it up. Let's Google it up. Because to me, when you talk about him, he comes across in conversation as if he's 7'9". Don't you think?
There have
I
been
bet
multiple.
he's not even 6 foot tall.
They say he's 5'8" is the most likely height, but back then that would have been a monster.
You think so?
Oh, because we've grown as a population over many years. Maybe 5 feet was tall then. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm 5'10". I would have been like Brock Lesnar back then.
You would have been the Rock back then, man. Even now.
Oh my God. Okay, ready? Favorite athlete?
Oh, right now, Austin Matthews, or Connor McDavid.
Oh, you're a Leafs fan.
Oh, unfortunately.
Torture. So favorite sport is hockey?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, Maple Leafs favorite team?
Yes, sadly,
okay.
But they tug at your heartstrings for sure.
No,
Very
that's
fun.
Okay, you have the right to be wrong.
Better to feel something than nothing at all, is what I find.
Okay, here is the magical time where you get to ask me a question.
Okay. What is the best book you've read for self-development recently or in the past that has really sparked something in you or changed your view in life?
You know what? For those who even know what this book is, it's not even a self-help book. It's a book that was written by a baseball player that you read it. It's a diary. He got banned in the late 60s, 70s. It was called Ball 4. And it diarizes this guy, Jim Bouton's life. His season in an expansion team in Seattle. And it was amazing when you start really reading it the fourth or fifth time.
Oh.
And then he added different chapters for 69, 79, 89, 2009. And his daughter passed away. It was brutal. And he diarizes it. And it's not even a business book, but it really made me think of a lot of things. There's a lot of business concepts without him knowing. And he got banned from Major League Baseball. And it was such a tame book in retrospect. I got banned from the Yankees. Oh, I wish I was in my other office because he sent me a signed book because I told him it was such a great book. And wow. I went out of my way and emailed him. And he sent autographed pictures for all my kids, autographed baseballs, and autographed books.
Oh my God. So, yeah, he's super fan now.
It was an amazing book because I was just like told as a kid that it was such a shitty book, right? And when I went back and I asked some people, I was like, I read it. It was really good. And they go, I never read it. You told me you didn't you read it. I heard it was shit. Okay. Well, it's a different thing. But more importantly, he's known for another thing. He passed away, unfortunately. He was in Calgary about 12 years ago speaking at the Dinos dinner, I think, the football Dinos. And little known fact is he invented Big League Chew because he didn't want to chew tobacco.
He invented Big League Chew, really?
Yeah, he's one of them anyways.
Yeah, one of the co-founders.
Cool. Yeah, that's the book, Ball 4. with Jim Bowden. Some people, I want to
Oh,
give you a
sure.
more intelligent book. A lot of the books that I'm forced to read in business and stuff like that, you have to read between the lines. They're trying to sell books. I know they're trying to self-help, but you got to be really careful because they're giving you some advice that until you put your money in it and you're something's in the vice, it doesn't really resonate. The more you read and the more you do in business, you go, shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have listened to the Oprah how-to book. So that one really resonated. There's a couple other books, but mostly that
sure.
one was
Tell me.
unexpectedly really awesome. It's like this big too, right? But it
Oh,
was good. So
good for
great
you.
question.
Four or
That was
five
us.
times you read it. Yeah, man. I just want to see your insight, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna confess I listened to it a couple of times.
Hey, that still
Yeah.
counts. Audiobook still counts, man. It's better
Audiobooks
than
count. And before my knee injury, the time of taping here, I used to jog every morning for anywhere between 30 to an hour. And I used to listen to it. And
wow, 30 minutes to an hour every day and listen to the book. So that was your
yeah,
prime improvement years, if you will.
yeah,
Good for you.
pretty boring life I
Wow.
lead, but great questions. Brett, it was an awesome time. Thank you very much. Long time coming. Very, very proud to call you a friend. And anything you need, you can always come to us. And thanks again for making time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bruno. This was super awesome. Appreciate all the feedback and the answers today and the good questions, of course, as well.
Okay. And if nothing else, show us the money. Okay.
Show us the money.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'll see
Have a good
everybody
one,
next
guys.
time.
Bye-bye. Cheers.